Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney!
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Going for it, it's Rudolph. Flushed out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So Dalton now. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They are going for it. It's Rudolph. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. To the right side and complete to Washington. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Rudolph throwing again. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Again, it's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Rudolph going to throw again. Flush to his right. Goes underneath for Bell. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because
they'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Complete to Washington, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go down at the 28. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. Another chance for Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrett Davis. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jesse Bates, the rookie safety, his first pick in the league. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Play action here with Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
368!
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Dalton. Stepping up, and he will score. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Switzer complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Now. 3:19! 3:19!
Rudolph on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So we've reached halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Rudolph being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
to the air. Rudolph on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Over here, over here. You're good. Side. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Second down, Dalton. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in the game.
And caught, right side, Green. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 30, 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post graphic?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Rudolph now on second down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Vontaze Burfict able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Rudolph throwing on second down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33.
And he's into the clear. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamison Crowder, 94 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
They'll go again with Bell. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to get it running right. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game set. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he puts it through. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. On the right side, caught by Green. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Open man is Uzama. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. All right, here's Dalton. Finding Green complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Mixon. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
One last throw here for Rudolph. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.